Are you ready for it? Is today's timeless pick a card. What do you need to be prepared for? We'll find out in this pick a card. Okay, so we have three options today. Option 1 on the left, option 2 in the middle, and option 3 on the right hand side. Take a deep breath with me. And exhale. Timestamps are in the description box. If you need more time to choose, you can pause the video now. See your option. Welcome, option 1. You guys chose rhodonite. So here's what you need to be prepared for. What do you need to be ready for? Okay, the number 47 could be relevant, as well as the number 11. Rhodonite, road. Someone's last name could be Road with an H. Something about nighttime, something about the road at night, road travel at night road trips. Now, for rhodonite, we have harmony in relationships, easily connecting with others, generosity, reciprocity. Rhodonite is also about discovering your hidden talents, the talents that you're meant to share with others. Are you ready to share your talents? Are you ready to discover what your talents are? Are you ready for a harmonious relationship? Are you prepared? Are you ready to reciprocate? Are you ready to receive love? Because we may think at times that we're ready for all these things, but the truth is sometimes we really aren't. So asking yourself the question, am I ready for this? Because this is what's coming. I feel you're going to discover a hidden talent that you didn't know you had, or maybe you were in denial of this talent, or maybe you knew that it was there, but you kind of pushed it to the side for the meantime, for whatever reason. It could be that there's a harmonious relationship coming in for you, or someone being really generous with you, or a reciprocal relationship. I do feel that you're going to be connecting with other people a lot more easily. Okay, so something about relationships, something about generosity, receiving, reciprocating, relating, and discovering a hidden talent. Using your hidden talent, sharing it with the world. Are you ready to share it? What do you need to do? How do you need to prepare to share this hidden talent with the world? The sound of the universe. It's a calling. I feel you are feeling called to do something here with a talent that you have, or you're being called to certain relationships or to a certain relationship. There's something about your frequency that is aligning with harmonious relationships, that is aligning with reciprocal relationships and aligning with your talents. I feel there's something about you either discovering a hidden talent or using your talent or sharing your talent that is going to attract a soul tribe, that is going to attract the right relationships, those relationships that are more connected to who you are. And the fact that you're working on this talent, or you're allowing yourself to explore it at least, is going to align you with the frequency of people who are on your frequency, if that makes sense. There's a sense that you're going up in frequency, you are raising your vibration right now, and you're very in tune with collective consciousness, you're very in tune with the universe, you're learning how to harness the universe, the energy of the universe in your favor as well. The number 51 and the number 6 could be relevant. 6 is Venusian energy. Venusian energy is love and prosperity and abundance. So I feel what's coming your way and what you're aligning with is an abundance of prosperity and love coming your way. And it's because you're raising your vibration and you're rising in frequency. I see your crown chakra being very, very lit, very connected here to the higher realms, receiving downloads through your crown chakra. So your claircognizance is very in tune with the universe. So harnessing the energy of the universe is becoming increasingly easier for you. Everything's easier. Relationships become easier. Using your talents, sharing your talents becomes easier as well. Now, your talents could have something to do with sound frequency or your voice, or something you communicate through written word or speaking or teaching something in some way, shape, or form. Could be that you are a teacher, a singer, a speaker, a writer, a novelist, possibly a filmmaker, such as a director or a script writer, or there's a course that you're putting together, like an online course or a seminar or a webinar, or something like this. I do feel there's you're channeling information from the higher realms that is meant to be taught or expressed in some way to inspire other people, or to help people acquire skills, or to help people use their own talents as well. Taurus and Libra could be somewhere strongly in your chart, but again, doesn't have to be. I feel what you need to be ready for is a life-changing experience here. You're getting a glimpse into the great mystery of life and spirituality. There's something about a significant timing approaching. There's a pivotal moment here where there's like things turning around, or you're going to definitely be transcending mundane reality. But what I see is you're able to redirect your life differently in a more positive way. I'm almost seeing those flights to Antarctica, where some of these flights come, let's say, from Auckland, New Zealand, and they land in Antarctica, and instead of flying across or something like that, the plane just turns around. So what happens is the plane lands in Antarctica, and then let's say it's coming from this direction, right? So instead of them flying here, it's apparently easier for them to go there than redirect the plane like that. Like, just turn the plane around and go there. So there's something about you learning an easier way to navigate certain things in your life. Or I don't know if it's a shortcut or there's an easier way of doing things that you're going to discover. And you're going to realize that easy does it, and less is more, and smart not hard is the kind of energy that I'm seeing here coming for you. But I feel there's a life-changing moment, or a life-changing experience that you're going to have here. A life-changing experience that could involve relationships, soul tribe, or discovering a hidden talent, or finally putting it to use, if this is something that you've been putting aside for quite some time. And again, it could have something to do with the sound of your voice, or the sound of an instrument, or the sound of the universe. That there's something here that you're bringing from the higher realms, and you're manifesting it into the 3D physical material reality, possibly. All right, so let's see, the warrior. Okay, so you're going to have to be ready to fight. Now, again, this is not necessarily a negative thing. It's just that you're going to have to gather the energy, okay? You're going to have to gather the energy, and always remind yourself, put it at the forefront of your mind, why it is that you're doing what you're doing, what it is that you're here to accomplish, and what it is that is truly valuable to you, and always keep that in mind when you are moving forward. The number 10 could be significant. For someone here, there's someone's been a soldier or in the army. Someone connects to the samurai in some way, Japan. Someone here advocates for something. But there's a sense of this clarity coming to you and purposeful action, and you have to have a resilience and a resolve above normal to be able to push this forward. So if anything, what do you need to be ready for? To be ready to be resilient. So anything you can do to train your body, your mind, your soul, your emotions for resilience, do that now. Okay? feel the feelings, do the work, whether it is mundane stuff such as paperwork or practical stuff such as cleaning, decluttering, tidying, signing papers, getting your affairs in order. Because you need to free your time, and you can't be preoccupied with those things. Once this life-changing experience occurs, you have to kind of have all the paperwork in order, all your stuff in order, everything, your bills, your health, it's time for the checkups, for all of that. It's time to get into and stick to a healthy exercise routine, all those things, right? Get your sleep, get your water, get your sunlight, get your vitamins, get your unprocessed healthy food, right? If you need to go on a diet, then now's the time, right? Because you need to be prepared. Your body needs to be strong, your mind needs to be strong to be the warrior, because there's something here you're going to have to fight for. And it could even be fighting for yourself, standing up for yourself, speaking up for yourself. And there's a sense that you can't back down now. Now is the time for you to move full steam ahead and move forward with this, because there seems to be a mission coming up for you, some sort of a mission. And it has something to do with your life purpose here. And so you need to be ready for this body, mind, and soul. And you know what? Moving into your life purpose, it means moving out of a comfort zone. So I feel, are you ready to move out of your comfort zone, basically? Make your comfort zone a little bit uncomfortable, just in case when you want to move out of it, it's not that uncomfortable. Just experiment with the discomfort now, okay? And also, when you do move out of your comfort zone, always know that the discomfort is always temporary, okay? So be prepared for a temporary discomfort. Just as a soldier would be ready to, have enough food in the backpack. What would you put in a backpack if you needed to survive? What would you take with you in a backpack if you could, right? Water, food, I don't know, something to keep you warm. I don't know what that is. But just think about those. Make a list of what's truly important for you in life, and if you could carry that on your back, what would it be, right? In terms of things or just whatever. So how do you prepare? You prepare by gathering all the things that are important to you. We have envy. Are you ready to see people be envious of you, to be surrounded by envious people? Because apparently whatever you're doing, there's going to be people who don't know how to do what you do, and there's going to be people who learn from you, and then there's going to be people who hate on you for whatever reason, just because they're in a different frequency or they're at a different place in their life. Not that we want to manifest that kind of thing. Maybe you are manifesting, you are expecting people to be envious or whatever. And maybe that's something you need to change in your mind about envy and envious people. Maybe you can stop manifesting them and start manifesting that everyone's learning from you or happy with you, or you don't attract that kind of energy. But it could happen. It happens, right? So be ready for that and accept that as a part of a natural process. A lot of people are envious because they feel that they don't have, or they never will have, the capacity to do certain things or be. So whatever you're doing, it seems like it's pretty magical. And so when other people see that and they feel like for whatever reason they can't achieve that, instead of trying or learning from you, they're just going to feel envy, right? And it's a negative energy, but it also comes from a place of fear of never feeling good enough, or fear that they will never achieve. When in fact they could change their own mindset and to a mindset of, no, actually I can achieve this, I will achieve this. And there's no space or no need for envy. And when that happens, all you can do is feel happy for the person, right? And hopefully learn something from that person. The number 20 could be relevant as well as the number 2. We have the 10th house. Okay, so you guys are going up when it comes to your reputation. You guys are being acknowledged, noticed, applauded. Some of you are becoming famous. Some of you are getting more followers or more views or more fans or more jobs or more money, more recognition, more maybe a position of authority. right? Maybe you're building up an empire and leaving a legacy. And, you know, unfortunately, that's going to attract envious people. But you need to be prepared for that. Yeah. So definitely for some of you, there is either a promotion or a raise or fame, right? Recognition. Some of you are going to build an empire and leave a legacy. But with big achievements and promotions and raises and acclaim also comes more responsibility. So be prepared, be ready to set the example you want to set, because a lot of eyes are going to be on you, so to speak. So it could be that you're being thrusted into a position of leadership in some way, shape, or form. And, you know, it's not for the weak. So it doesn't surprise me here, the warrior, right? It's not for the weak. And you have to set an example of a leader. And a leader has to be able to speak up for themselves, to set the example and inspire others to do the same. Or you have to be the example of what you want to see around you, so that other people know the example to follow. But it seems like you're moving up. Success is in your path right now. And because you're also following your intuition here. We have the Empress. Yes, of course. All the support you need, the love, most people are going to love you, okay? As a leader, as a whatever you're doing. Most people are going to love what you're doing. Most people are going to love you. You're going to get a lot of support. I see a lot of money. I see health. I see you being very attractive, attracting in all you need, and love as well. Some of you are going to become mothers. Some of you are going to get married. Now again, or you're going to find the mother of your children, or you're going to find your wife, whatever. The number 3 could be relevant. You're definitely moving up in life in some way, progressing, okay? I would say progressing and evolving in all ways, materially, spiritually, mentally. But you need to prepare your mind, because there's always, and also going to be setbacks and challenges, especially connected to envious people, okay? Who, willingly or not, consciously or not, they're sending you their energy, right? It's the energy they have. And even if they don't speak a word to you, even if they don't even look at you, it's just their energy. It can be felt and it can affect you. So make sure you protect your energy field here, okay? Taurus and Libra energy here very strongly. 8 of Pentacles, your hard work is paying off. So I believe this is something you worked hard toward, definitely. And it's paying off, right? It just does. That's what happens. 6 of Wands, success, victory, winning. You're winning at life. And there's going to be a lot of people who support you, though. I can tell you that much. There's going to be a lot more people who support you than the ones who don't. A lot more people who see your battles and what you've been through, and they're at the finish line applauding you because they know what you've been through. And I think that the people who are envious of you are the people who don't really know you, and they don't really know what you've been through. Because if they knew, they would be able to relate and probably be more inspired. So if anything, try to share what you've been through before, so that people can find you more relatable. The number 6 here could be relevant. And we have the 5 of Pentacles. Yeah, I mean, you're going to remind people of where they are, or remind a lot of people of where they are in life, and that they need to make changes. So I do feel, all in all, it's going to be a positive experience. Even if you do trigger people, it's going to help them change for the better as well. So it may irritate them or make them feel envious at the beginning, but I do feel your positive attitude and the way you keep going and the way you share, for some of you, your rags to riches story, or how you've changed things around for yourself with everyone, and show them that they can do it too. That's when their envy dissipates. So I feel with the King of Wands here, Leo, Sagittarius, Aries energy. Now I'm saying all these signs, they don't have to be in your chart. It doesn't matter. Maybe you have Capricorn, or you were born on a Saturday is also a possibility here. But you're going to help people turn this around. It's like you're an agent to teach people that they don't need to be envious, because something about the way you're going to inspire and share your story is going to even change the minds of people who were maybe initially envious, and they will actually become supportive of you. Now, for others of you, I'm seeing a power couple here, because I'm seeing two thrones, right? So there's not just one throne on this card, there's two thrones. And I'm seeing the Empress and the King of Wands bookending each other, right? And so in this case, the Empress has the Eight of Pentacles next to her. The King of Wands has the Five of Pentacles next to him. So I feel you're going to trigger a masculine energy who's going to initially feel envious of you, but then they're going to team up with you, right? They're going to see your worth, and this person is going to go from envying you to teaming up with you because they know better, right? They're going to get over themselves and they're going to do that. Now, I don't know if this is romantic or purely business, okay? It's not very clear here. But definitely a relationship that if it was tense or stressed out or there was some issue there, I definitely see things with this person becoming more harmonious. Conclusions are within reach, so maybe you don't see these conclusions just yet, but they're a lot closer than you think. You're coming full circle. You're going to have some kind of a celebration very, very soon. The end of a tough cycle approaches. Yes, absolutely. Full moon Capricorn. I see no later than July, you're going to be getting this recognition or this promotion or this these achievements in life, okay? So from here until July is when you close the cycle and you're celebrating some kind of victory, especially when it comes to your reputation or your career or your money or your business, your company, okay, whatever this is, there's a clear win here. And when I see 10th house, I also see wealth, okay? And it's all a result of the hard work that you've put into all of this. It's your hard work paying off and you turning things around. If you were experiencing problems like financial problems, I do see you breaking even, and I see a great margin when it comes to profits here, okay? Big profits here. So that was your reading. Beautiful. It was a pleasure to read for you guys today. And of course, let me know how this resonates for you in the comment section. If it did not, choose another pile. Thank you for liking, commenting, sharing, and subscribing. It helps the channel. It helps me bring you more. Extra content is on Patreon. I recently uploaded a pick a card and a channeled message there. The pick a card is called Important Messages from Your Spirit Guides. And the link is in the description box if you're interested. It was a pleasure to read for everyone today. Have a beautiful day and see you in the next one. Bye. Welcome, option 3. You chose fluorite. So this is going to be a reading. What do you need to be ready for? Are you ready for it? What do you need to prepare for? The number 24 could be relevant. The number 6. What is that there? Look at that face. Does that face remind you of someone? The eyes are open, looking to the left. Looking to the left tells me looking to the past. So it seems like you're going to gain some clarity on the past. For some of you, you're going to find a solution if you are struggling with attention deficit disorder, if you're having trouble concentrating and focusing. By the way, if you're having trouble concentrating and focusing, get some fluorite. It really helps with concentration and focus. Either way, I feel you're going to find a solution in your past. By looking into the past, there's going to be some kind of a solution, clarity coming to you. Also, your thinking seems to be very cluttered. So it seems to be that there are some concepts or some belief systems that you need to clear away because they're just creating confusion. And I feel you are going to be clearing away these belief systems that are only creating confusion and fogginess. And they're really, it's like you're looking back at your thought patterns, belief systems, and you're going to do some decluttering there. There are certain belief systems and thought patterns that no longer serve your highest good. And it's because they're just, it's like having clutter, having too much going on. It's just creating barriers and blocks and obstacles to being able to perceive reality or perceive the things you need to or gain insight with clarity, okay? It's like you're going to discover or find out exactly what was blocking that clarity and it's something about your past or something you're carrying from the past. Fluorite could be significant as in the mineral if you're consuming it. There could be also something with that there that you're learning something about. Okay? Right. Clear focus. You're going to be able to focus clearly moving forward. No more confusion. I just heard no more confusion as well. Sacral chakra. Okay. Right. Okay. I'm seeing what's going on here. So you may have been experiencing creative block, or you weren't finding a solution to something. If you're a writer, maybe you had writer's block. That will be unblocking, because you're going to realize what was standing in the way of you being able to create something here. Or just anything you want to create. Now, creation also has to do with new projects or pregnancy. So maybe you're going to find something out that was acting as a block to a pregnancy, or acting as a block to something you were meant to create, okay? There could be something that was acting as a block to you expressing yourself sexually, or your libido, or intimacy, being able to be intimate or experience pleasure, or something about emotional responses, feelings, sensuality, letting go of judgment, or letting go of restrictions here. Something about also creating healthy boundaries could be at the core issue here. And valuing your body, connecting to your body, connecting to other people intimately, even sexually, and knowing how to let go. So here's what I'm seeing. You're going to realize a lot about what was standing in your way when it came to being able to be vulnerable, intimate with someone, or even sensual, sexual, or to be able to experience pleasure with your body or in life in general. There's something you're also probably realizing for some of you, that your sexuality is actually sacred. And the fact that maybe you were going too far with that, or you weren't treating your sexuality as sacred enough, was creating some kind of problem in that area. And maybe it was because you were not valuing your body enough, or you were not valuing yourself enough. And maybe there was a lack of understanding of where your boundaries were, what was acceptable to you, what wasn't. And so there seems to be a few blocks here that are preventing you from creating, either exploring a creative project or a child, or even going deeper in intimacy with your relationships, or something like that. It's so there, I do feel in these areas of your life, I feel there's an unblocking of your sexuality, an unblocking of your sensuality, an unblocking of creativity, an unblocking of anything that was getting in the way of you being able to have a child, if everything else looks fine health-wise, but there could have been a spiritual block there, or anything related to your feelings or your emotional responses, or emotional blocks. Or your ability to experience pleasure, that will all be lifted. All these things seem to be lifted for you here. The vessel, okay, because you're meant to create something. You're meant to be the one who creates this thing that only you can create, but you've been blocked. And it has something to do with your body, okay? Either something you're going to carry in your body, or a way you're going to use your body here for this thing that you're meant to create. And your body needs to be stable. Your body needs to be strong. And right now you feel a little bit trapped in a bubble, is what I'm seeing. You feel trapped in a bubble, but the thing is, the bubble's going to pop and you're no longer going to be trapped, is what I'm seeing here. There's going to be something here that untraps you, unblocks you, unlocks you. And it could be something about your past that could be connected to this. The number 69 could be relevant here, as well as the number 6. Your body is stronger than you think, and you are a lot stronger than you think. You need to be more protective of yourself, but also learn to share while still protecting yourself. There's something about the need to create healthy boundaries here, and maybe you're realizing that you maybe haven't always created these healthy boundaries. Maybe people were unaware of where your boundaries were because you didn't communicate that, or maybe you weren't aware that there was a need for you to tell people what is acceptable, what is not. And sometimes it's not even all about verbalizing what is acceptable and what is not. It's more about your attitude in life. Many times you don't have to speak a word and people will know exactly where they stand with you just by the way you present your energy, or how you make yourself available, or how you don't make yourself available. There are many ways of asserting your energy, kindly, lovingly, and politely even. Right? And so there's something here that you're learning about managing the way you communicate your boundaries, and what you allow, what you don't, what you want to focus on, where is it that you're wasting your energy and you're not putting your energy in the right place. So there's a sense of resource management when it comes to your time, your energy, because where attention goes, energy flows, right? And there's something here that you're becoming very aware of. That you may have been squandering your energy in the wrong places, or allowing people in to siphon or drain your energy in some way. There's something here you're meant to create, and it seems like now everything's gathering around and the energy is just right, and you are doing what you need to do so that you can create whatever this is that you're meant to create. And it has something to do with your body. I don't know if it's your uterus, your hands, your legs, your brain. It's just something that it's meant to come out of your body. You're the vessel for this. You're the channel for this thing. And of course, anything we create in the material is something that already existed in the ethereal. So but you're the one meant to be the channel for this very specific thing here. And so, are you ready to create this, whatever this is? Are you ready for it? How do you prepare, right? What do you need to know about this? Healer of the ages. Well, first of all, you need to heal. And now we have the solar plexus chakra. So again, let me just turn down the aircon here. So there's something here about, now we have the sacral chakra, which is the second chakra, and we have the solar plexus chakra, which is the third chakra. We have orange and yellow. This here has to do with feeling stronger, self-values, valuing the self, and self-confidence, so that you have the courage to do something. So there needs to be a healing around, because I feel there have been exchanges both through your sacral and your solar plexus chakra, which are very physical exchanges with people and very energetic in the 3D kind of 3D, 4D exchanges with people, where sometimes people don't even have to say a word or even touch you or even look at you. And in some way, their energy seems to still have an effect on you. It either drains you or it hurts you, or there's something here that you've had to, or you have to learn to protect that energy so that other people's energy doesn't affect you, even if that's what they're emanating. So there's like a sense that you need to create like an energetic barrier here. Even if this is not about communicating your boundaries to people, it's creating that energetic barrier around you that you know it's there, even if people don't. But the difference people will see is that you're either not as available to them, or the way you make yourself available is different, or they'll just feel that their energy or their negative energy no longer has such a powerful effect on you. And so I feel this is the energy you're stepping into. The number 51 could be relevant, and the number 6. So we have 66, angel number 66, and we have 666. So that is abundance, prosperity, and love, okay? Semi-sextile, allowing. You need to allow the healing to occur. What you need to be ready for is you're going to be allowed here to create something. And you need to be ready for when that energy opens up for you, okay? You're going to be given hope. You're going to be rewarded. You're going to be allowed space to grow. You're going to get encouragement. But where you need to be prepared is that you need to do the groundwork of healing and creating that protective barrier around you, and also communicating to other people where your boundaries are. And if they still don't understand, you need to also select the way you're going to respond to other people and what kind of energy you're going to give other people, really, and who you give this energy to. There's also a need for you to work on your physical strength, emotional strength, and mental strength right now, okay? At points in times when you need to work on yourself or your work or whatever you need to do, you need to allocate time for yourself and time for others. The time you give others always has to be a smaller percentage, because if you're filling your cup, that means that when you do give your time to other people, you will have a lot more to give, but then you need to know when that stops so that you can keep giving to yourself, so then you have more to give tomorrow, either to the same person or someone else who needs you more. It's also by prioritizing who needs you more, because we all need to be there for each other. At times in life, some of us are weaker than others, but the thing is, if we keep enabling people by always doing it for them or always being there for them, we're not allowing them to grow. We're enabling them to keep leaning on us and not really giving them the tools that they need to grow up for themselves or to fend for themselves. So sometimes it's more effective that the time that you give someone, of course you can help, but it's also important that you teach tools, either whether it's your kids, your friends, whoever this is, and then that you kind of have to give them their time so that they use them. Otherwise, they will always be using your energy, is what I'm seeing here. So you need to kind of stop allowing people so much access to that energy. You have the Four of Pentacles. It seems like right now you're at a place in life where it could be better, right? You're not complaining, but there's something missing, or you're bored, or you're discontent in some way. Yeah, you have everything in order. Yeah, you're organized and whatever, but you're wanting more. Seven of Wands. Yeah, you feel like you have to defend yourself from other people's energies constantly, because they're always coming at you, always wanting something from you, or always arguing with you, or you are always having to defend the need for your own time and space, or you're always having to justify yourself, or you're always having to fight for and stand up for yourself. And, you know, it's like you're getting tired of this, is what I'm seeing here. And you're getting tired of people not really taking their own responsibilities for themselves and giving them to you to solve and, you know, put out the fires. And so, strength, you're definitely someone who is very, very strong, but it's like, how is your strength being directed, right? And when you need it to create something beyond the mundane, beyond your everyday life, and create something special that you're meant to create, how can you have the energy if you keep giving your strength away, and meaning you're giving your power away, and then you have no space to create whatever this is that you're meant to create here. For some of you, you're having trouble getting pregnant, and you're seeing everyone else get pregnant around you, and you're always helping everyone, and you're always advising everyone, and you're always on the phone with people, and you're so stressed out that your body can't conceive. If that's the reason, of course, right? I'm not talking about medical issues or anything. Now, for others of you, there's this project that you really want to create, but you keep helping A, B, C, D, E with their projects, and you have no time left for your own. And so, yeah, you're strong. Yeah, you're valuable to everyone else. Yes, but then at the end of the day, you feel like you have no value, because you've been giving your time and your energy to everything else except the thing that you are meant to create. Someone else is using your vessel besides their own vessel so that they can have more. Someone's being greedy with the energy, and they're using your energy and your vessel. So that needs to stop. They need to use their vessel for their responsibilities and their projects. They can't be using two vessels for the same project that's their project, while your project keeps staying up here in the ether, meant to be created, and you're not doing anything about it. The number 8 could be relevant. 10 of Swords, yeah, but it's the end of that. Are you ready to end that? Are you ready to end that? Because the universe is wanting to give you a window of opportunity here that will allow you to grow in the way that you're meant to, so that you can be rewarded for this. The High Priestess, you know what this is. You just need to follow your intuition, and your intuition is telling you to drop all these people you're enabling right now. First of all, because you're not really doing them a favor. You're just keeping them away from their own progress, by the way. And having to use vessel after vessel after vessel. And you're really being nudged in a direction of, just, just fend for yourself now. And that's enough. Enough of that pain, enough of carrying everyone's responsibility on my back. It's time for me to go do what I was born to do. Yeah, and emotions could be running high. People may not like your response or lack thereof, but, you only, well, I'm not going to say you only have this life. That is very, each one believes what they believe. But in this life, you have this one mission, this one thing you need to create. And, there's only so much you can do for others. Work through your fears. I feel the fact that you keep enabling other people have to do with the fact that you fear that if you don't, they won't be able to fend for themselves. Now, I'm not saying abandon people completely, especially if they're your kids, but there's more of like a healthier distance that I'm seeing here that is needed. And you may be experiencing a few fears right now, and that needs to be healed. And these fears could stem from past interactions you've had with people who weren't the nicest and who could have been even mean and could have left a very negative mark on you at some point in your life. And you may be afraid that you may re-encounter this kind of person, or that in some way these people siphoned your energy, drained you to a point where you didn't feel good enough, you didn't feel stable enough, you didn't feel worthy enough of your own energy. And because somewhere along the line someone made you believe that you had to live for them, or you had to live according to something they decided. But I see a new beginning for you around the last week of October here, where you're closing that cycle. I do feel until then you're working through your fears. You're healing a lot, and you're going to allow yourself to grow. You're going to allow yourself to carry this creative project or this thing that you need to create. But you need to close a cycle of having to defend yourself, having to fend for yourself, speak up for yourself, even push people away, or there's too many energies coming at you, and your energy is flowing in way too many directions right now. And I feel you are letting go of the fear that the castle will crumble if, you take away your contribution, or the portion of contribution, or the way you have been contributing thus far, which could have been maybe 90%, and you're afraid that if you only give 10%, just focus on what would be more important for the person. Let's put one person in front of you, the person who needs your help the most, let's say, or relies on you the most. What does that person really truly need for you? Is it emotional? Is it physical? Is it spiritual? Is it mental, right? What do they really truly need from you? And how can you truly contribute in a way that it's something that they can't do for themselves? And just give them that, right? If it's emotional support, give them that emotional support. But don't go around doing everything else for them, right? Listen to them sometimes. But I mean, if there's an abuse of the time or the kind of things that they're saying that is negative, try to redirect their negativity into positivity. Something like this. Help people work through their fears. If anything, give people the tools for themselves to work through their fears. Find out what those tools are. Why are people over relying on you? What are they afraid of? What are you afraid of? And find the tools to work through fears, okay? I may do a pick a card on tools of how to work through your fears. Let me know if that's something you're interested in the description box. Okay, guys? So that was your reading. It was a pleasure to read for you guys today. Let me know how that resonates for you in the comment section. If it did not, choose another pile. Thank you for liking, commenting, and sharing, and subscribing. It helps the channel. It helps me bring you more. Extra content is on Patreon. I just uploaded a pick a card called Important Messages from Your Spirit Guides, as well as a channeled message on there. We also have collective messages The link is in the description box. It was a pleasure to read for you guys. Have a beautiful day. See you in the next one. Bye. Welcome everyone who chose Agerine. What are you ready for? Are you ready for it? What do you need to prepare for? The number one, a new beginning, something new. Something you need to be consistent with. You need to be prepared with consistency. Be prepared to be consistent. Because whatever you're beginning is going to require consistency. Can you rely on your consistency? Start practicing consistency in everything you do. Cleaning, tidying, exercise, making your bed, eating the right things, eating at a certain time, or fasting, or sleeping at a certain time, or exercising at a certain time, or consistently spending time in nature, consistently fostering good relationships, and being around people who make you laugh. Whatever this is, or working on consistency within your work schedule. Whatever this new beginning is, it's going to require consistency. Are you ready for that? Are you ready to be consistent? Okay? Right. Are you ready to be reliable? Can you rely on yourself, let alone can others rely on you? Because it's going to take, whatever this new beginning is, you're going to have to be reliable and you're going to have to be consistent. Shining your light. Okay, that makes sense. That's a lot of responsibility. People are going to be looking up to you for some reason. You're going to be shining in some way. And the only reason why anyone shines is because there is a strong purpose behind that. Some people fail to see that and they take it too lightly, or I wouldn't say too lightly. Taking things lightly can be a good thing, but too superficially. You know, shining, when someone shines, it's either because they've done the work behind it and they're glowing up for some reason, but it's always for a purpose. And some people seem to miss that point, that there's a purpose behind their shine. It's not just about them shining for themselves, right? And so there's a purpose behind this, which is why people are going to want to rely on you, why you have to be reliable and consistent. You have to maintain the shine. It's not something that you're going to want to have just in a little bit and then have it go away. If you want to maintain the shine, and there's a purpose behind this, and it has something to do with something you're being divinely guided toward. Your angels are around this, supporting, guiding, and protecting you. And it has something to do with stable prosperity, or being stable in the way people can rely on you, and consistent. But you have to first practice that on yourself, being reliable and consistent toward yourself. Even because this has something to do with your own stable prosperity coming, and that's where you're headed and that's where you're being directed. But right now, you need to ask yourself, am I ready to be reliable and consistent? Because you're going to be shining, but you're going to want to maintain that. And there's a higher reason behind this. It's not just about you. There's something higher than just you. There's something this is about doing what you love. Of course you're going to shine your light if you're doing what you love, but if you want to have full access to doing what you love for a very long time, you have to stay consistent and reliable, first and foremost toward yourself and that thing that you love. Because right now it's like you're stepping into this time to thrive. Living in your life purpose. Are you ready to step into your life purpose? Because that means you're going to have to move out of your comfort zone. If you don't know what your life purpose is yet and you would like to know, I make life purpose reports based on your tropical natal astrological chart. Information for that is in the description box. You can email me and I'll send you the information I need from you, etc. But you're stepping into your genuine, authentic self. Are you ready to be genuine and authentic? Are you ready to be authentically you? Are you ready to step out of your comfort zone, move through a temporary discomfort to live your life purpose? Because once you do live that life purpose, that is the most fulfilling thing you're going to ever do. And that temporary discomfort is going to look like nothing once you experience the fulfillment that you're meant to experience in living in your purpose. So it's time to self-empower, because this is going to be very empowering. But you need to kind of start practicing self-empowerment right now through consistency. Because whatever you're going to do, it's going to bring a lot of joy to other people. You're going to inspire a lot of people in some way, shape, or form. It's something other people really, truly need from you. But you need to be consistent and reliable. We have the nectar. The number 58 could be relevant to you, as well as the number 13 and the number 4. This is going to take discipline. Okay? However you shine your light, however consistent and reliable you need to be, is because whatever you have to offer or however you inspire people is like medicine. First and foremost, it's medicine to your soul to be reliable and consistent towards self and your routines, but it's also going to be medicine to other people. There's something about you really glowing, and it's coming from a relaxed energy, but that relaxation is coming from a certain freedom that you've acquired from the fact that you are disciplined, because consistency and reliability are all byproducts of discipline, or it's all interconnected. And so once you have these routines in place, once you have the consistency in place, once you know that this is what you do, this is what you're going to do, whatever, and once you can rely upon yourself and others can rely upon you, you're already freeing your mind space, your time, your energy to relax and enjoy life and feel free to do other things, right? Because those things are already in place, but you have to be consistent and reliable. So ask yourself, what can I be consistent with? And how can people rely on me? What am I willing to be consistent with? How many hours of my day toward what, doing what, right? What can people rely on from me? Is it 1 hour of my day? Is it, what can people expect of me? And how can I show people that they can rely on me to be consistent? And start with yourself, right? What would I like to improve? How much of my time is that going to take from the day? Can I rely on myself to be consistent with that 1 hour a day toward that thing that is going to improve my life and free me to have other experiences? Because there's something very sweet you're meant to experience in life. Life is about to get sweeter, but you have to be consistent in some way. Now, it could even be with a health routine or an exercise routine or a sleeping routine or drinking water, eating healthy, whatever this is. So then you can enjoy life, right? If you're having healthier practices in life, chances are you're going to be healthier than if you don't. And life is going to be a lot more enjoyable, and your body is going to be freer to experience a lot more things, right? So we have a journey. For some of you, there's travel coming up here. Are you ready to travel? Are you consistent enough with the things that you need to do so that you can free yourself for travel? You're going to go on a journey. It may involve packing your bags. The number 2 could be relevant here. We have the 5th house. For some of you, it's a love affair, a passion, a new romance, something like that, or the possibility to explore a romantic relationship. For some of you, you're going to be shining your light in the entertainment industry, or as a performer, or in some form of creativity, or working with parties, or working with children, right? For some of you, it's working as a comedian, or an actor, or a performer of sorts. It could just be that you will have to travel. So maybe you need to get your passport ready to take an opportunity to perform somewhere or entertain somewhere, or a creative pursuit, or working with children, or a love situation that is going to require you to travel. I see changes coming up for you, big changes, and it could involve travel, relocation, children, a new love, but I see a lot of changes here and life becoming sweeter. Okay, so let's see. The Page of Swords, you could have Gemini, Libra, or Aquarius in your chart. Are you ready for the information that's coming your way? There's information coming your way either through research or a letter or an email or a phone call. There's information coming to you. Are you ready for the information that's going to come for you? That you either discover or it's communicated to you. Let's see. Ace of Cups, about a new emotional beginning. Filling your own cup. Self-love. Or a new love, okay? Or a renewal in a love connection. 10 of Pentacles, all right. So also something to do with visibility. Some of you fame or a following or recognition here, but also could be money or a promotion. But it also could be a new love that stems into a marriage, full-blown marriage, or a renewal in a love connection that leads to marriage. And this could involve relocation, either both of you relocating or one of you relocating to the other. And a lot of changes here. 4 of Cups. It could be something that you're longing for, okay? Or you feel that you don't have in your life yet, but you don't see it coming. You don't see it coming. Justice. This is your justice. This is the balance that you needed. Probably a contract. For some of you, there's a contract coming your way, and it's a marriage contract for some of you. For others of you, it's a job contract or a business contract that's bringing a lot of money. If it's a marriage, it's going to be a stable marriage. If it's a business contract or a job contract, it's going to be pay you very well. You're going to make more money than you were making. And it's going to be something you've been longing for. So whatever you've been longing for and feel like is missing in your life, this is the thing. This is that contract. It could be something to do with love or children or parties. It could have something to do with entertainment, performance. It could have something to do with just business dealings, okay? It could have something to do with a different country or a different city, or could be something online as well, but I'm just seeing something you're very happy to do, something you love doing, or someone you love, okay? And you're being guided here, and it's been something that's definitely been missing from your life, or you felt like you were locked out of this experience. You're going to get that experience, okay? Because this is your birthright. It's something that you're meant to experience, okay? Because what is for you is not going to pass you by. You're very close to achieving your goal, whatever that goal is. You're closer to achieving it than you think, okay? Libra energy here strongly as well. Leo energy strongly. And we have it's time to release negativity, Scorpio. So someone could have Scorpio, Libra, Leo placements, Gemini, or Aquarius strongly in the chart. There could be Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, Mars, Mercury. Meanwhile, you're being asked to release any negative thoughts, because those are only creating resistance to that thing that is meant to come for you, that contract here. It seems like around May, you're going to have a celebration, or you're going to come full circle with whatever these changes are, and this contract is coming all. This contract could show up until May, okay? Or around May for you. And meanwhile, you're just being asked to release any negative thoughts or any toxic habits or behavior patterns or thought patterns that are toxic, or substances. It's time for you to really get rid of anything that could be blocking your experience from. It's almost like instead of thinking this is never going to happen, be prepared, because it's going to happen. The good thing you're wanting, the thing you've been longing for that's been missing from your life, that involves some kind of a contract. It could be even a verbal contract or a spiritual contract, a written contract. They're not being very specific. For some of you, it's a goal when it comes to a court case. You're going to achieve that goal in court, whatever that is. But that's just for some of you. For others of you, it's like a work contract, a marriage contract, but right now, release any negative thoughts, negative behaviors, toxic addictions, codependencies, bad relationships. Now is the time to get rid of stuff that would only stunt your growth and create resistance to this thing coming in. Because if you come into this thing thinking, first of all, thinking negatively, you're just pushing this away into the future. It's going to take longer if you're thinking negatively. If you're doing negative things such as substance abuse, be that sugar or drinks or whatever that is, right? Or if you keep feeding into negative relationships and giving that your energy by talking to that, constantly listening and interacting with that energy instead of creating your bubble, protecting yourself with silence, right? Or if you keep not moving your body, chances are, even if you get this thing and even if it comes in delayed, once it comes in, you're going to be tired or stressed or sick, or and you want to be able to, for this thing to come in the right time, to be ready for it and to be able to embrace it and have the best experience with it. Because many times people get their opportunities that they were wanting, people get the things that they wanted, but then they're not able to enjoy them because they still have all these things hanging around their energy that are not allowing them to fully enjoy, because there's either a physical block, an emotional block, a spiritual or a mental block even, to be able to see the good thing that's right in front of you, or the good thing that has been brought to your life. And so that is the big message here today for you guys. It was a pleasure to read for you. Let me know how that resonates for you in the comment section. Thank you for liking, commenting, sharing, and subscribing. It helps the channel. It helps me bring you more. Extra content is on Patreon. I just uploaded recently a pick a card there called Important Messages from Your Spirit Guide, so you may want to check that out. Link is in the description box. I also have a channeled message there that I recently uploaded. And of course, there's also other pick a cards, collective messages over there, collective readings, all of that. So if you want to check it out, link is in the description box. It was a pleasure to read for everyone today. Have a beautiful day. See you in the next one. Bye.